Hello and welcome. Come over to the Insight Timer app to join us for our interactive experience. Hello. Welcome. Hi, Kathy. Hi, Jason. Hi, Judy. Hi, Monica. Hi, Maria. Hi, Richard. Welcome, friends. Hi, Michelle. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning to our global community. Hi, Liba. Hi, Liz. Hi, Rosita. Hi, Peter Brook. So happy to be together. We'll wait a few more moments and then we'll begin. I have the widescreen option on. So if you have a device that you can turn to the horizontal position to see the widescreen view, that's available. Otherwise, you just get the nice up close and personal. Hi, Monica. How's our sound, friends? Is everything coming through clearly for you? Thank you. You were honored, Jason, even before I asked, weren't you? Great, great. Look at this sweet little friend that I gifted myself the other day. It's treated, but sometimes you just got to go for what feels really, what's really calling you. You can kind of see the iridescence. So it's a rose quartz that's treated. So they call it something like auric rose quartz or something like that. But it's very beautiful and balancing. And I've been holding it with me with my selenite, which I don't know where it is. So apparently I'm not holding that one today. Hi, Jen. Mm, yes, and the stargazers. My precious Papa gifted those to me. He's here visiting. And I know many of you will be able to join us tomorrow. I'm really, really, really looking forward to this. So it's not listed here on my profile page, but my dad is leading a live on his profile page. Here's his name, Jonas Magrum. And we are leading a live together tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern. And he's going to be leading it more than I am, but he's just an incredible human being and teacher, just so much heart. I mean, he's a big reason of why and who I am today. So yeah, check out his profile. Give him a follow if you feel inspired, and join us for our session tomorrow at 3 p.m. Hi, Mel. Hi, Maureen. So grateful to all be together. All right, welcome. For anyone that I am getting to meet today for the first time, or maybe you've heard my voice in meditations but never had this time together live, my name is Selena Lael. We have a group here on the app, which I warmly invite everyone to join. The group is called Love Heals All. I have many, many recorded sessions. We have live sessions together each week, usually one meditation session and then one yoga asana session. Excuse me, I'm just going to see if I can close this window a little because it's making this screen. Okay, ready? So the window's behind me and I have my desk set up in a way that I'm going to try to use this massage cane to see if I can close it without having to totally move everything around. We're almost there. Gotten it part way. It's a good thing I did my yoga asanas. Hopefully that's making it flow less. We'll see. All right. Well, again, a very warm welcome to everyone. If you're here for the first time, I invite you to say hello. Hi, Donna. And just let us know that you're here. It's always such a gift to be together in community. What a gift it is for Insight Timer to have created this space for us, and also for each of us creating the space. Yes, it wouldn't be, Insight Timer wouldn't be what it is without each and every one of you. Each and every one of us creates this community, creates this beautiful space for self exploration and healing and expansion and so much. Yes. So I offer my whole heart to each of us for being here, for being born, for being on the planet during this time when we are collectively waking up, even those of us who maybe aren't on a path or in a path. This awakening is happening collectively, and it's shaking us and it's rocking us. And um, each and every one of us plays a unique part. Our presence plays a unique part in this shift. Oh, is Siska here? I see someone wrote hi, Siska, but I don't see Siska. Oh, maybe I missed some of your comments. Hi, Andy. Thank you. Oh, hi, everyone. Hi, Camilla. Hi, Monica. Okay. Shall we do that together? Take a few breaths. Let's take a deep breath in. Exhale slowly through the mouth. Inhale deeply. Exhale slowly. One more breath like this. Inhale deeply. Exhale, just let it go. Feel your shoulders relaxing, your belly softening, your whole self arriving here. Mm, Thank you. Now let's move into the centering technique. Again, if you have a device that allows you to turn your screen horizontally so you can see the widescreen view, that'll give you a little more visual, but if you can't, no issue, it'll still work. So this centering technique, many are familiar with, many are not. Yes. Now, this is a very powerful yogic technique that helps to bring us into a greater experience of alignment and centeredness within. Hey, Mo. Hey, sunshine. Let's bring the hands to touch at the heart. Hi, Siska. You've been in my thoughts so much lately. Um, I look forward to connecting. So palms touch at the heart. Sit nice and tall. And of course, if you can't move your body, you can visualize this action taking place, and it will still have an impact. Sorry, the screen's still wobbling. Hopefully, isn't too bad on your end. Inhale, reach your right arm all the way up while the left hand comes down by the navel. The fingers point up. Exhale slowly, slowly, all the way back to the heart. Inhale, reach the left arm all the way up. Right hand comes down by navel. See if you can straighten that arm, open the chest, and then exhale like you're moving through honey. You're just taking your time to move and breathe as slowly as possible. One more time on the right. Inhale the right arm all the way up, left hand by navel. Open the chest. Exhale as slowly as you can. Soften your lips, your face. Mm, Excellent. Thank you. Mm. How does that feel? Just to take a moment for yourself. So today's meditation, it's a meditation that we haven't done together here in quite some time. It is one of my favorite, more active meditations. Wonderful, Siska. I learned this specific sequence of techniques through one of my favorite teachers, Tony Robbins. Tony, there's that saying that says, don't judge a book by its cover. And I know we all have different perspectives and beliefs, and we've heard different things about different people. In my experience, though, well, I'll just speak specifically. Uh, I am deeply touched by Tony's level of service and heart that he brings into all of his teachings. And I also just love his teachings. They're very succinct and tangible, and a great way for people to understand, for us to understand how we can transform and shift out of things that have been causing great suffering for many of us for a long time. Thanks for sharing, Michelle. So this meditation, it's a combination of different techniques. We start out with a pranayama technique, a breathing technique, and we move into some gratitude and some visualization. All of these techniques that have existed for forever. Yes, very, very, very long time. And it's just a very powerful way to help us move through blocked energy, stagnancy, lethargy. I know sometimes, even if I feel really funky or really emotional or energies of depression, I engage in this meditation and something shifts. And part of it is because all of these different techniques, they impact us physiologically. They really shift what's happening in our brains, and that shifts how we feel emotionally and how we feel in our bodies. And of course, if we want to go more esoterically here, it really shifts the energy that we're inside of. So, again, I just really love this meditation. It's not exactly the way he teaches it, it's kind of my own sequencing a bit, but it's pretty similar. And again, none of these techniques are Tony's, many of them are ancient yogic techniques and techniques that have been around for millennia. So, again, if you can't move your body, I invite you to just visualize what we're doing when we move. This is great as well. We're going to begin with the breathing aspect. I'm going to break down the meditation, the different aspects, different techniques, then we'll just dive into it and do the meditation together. It'll take approximately 15 minutes. So the first technique is Bastrika Pranayam, which is a very powerful breathing technique. Now, there are some contraindications for people who have any of these conditions. I invite you not to do this, or if for any reason you don't feel comfortable doing this, please just focus on breathing in slowly and deeply and allow your breathing to be very conscious. That's totally fine as an alternative for this breathing technique. If you would like to engage, please make sure these do not apply to you. High blood pressure, epilepsy, heart conditions, ulcers, pregnancy, menstruation, all of these things are reason to not engage in this breathing technique if you feel most comfortable choosing that. Great, Gary. Hi, Gary. Glad to see you again. Yeah, this is a great meditation for helping things shift. And as always, I would like to say from my heart that I welcome each of you just as you are. Every part of you, not just the parts that are spiritual or happy or whatever, positive, but every part of you, because every part of you is precious. Not just the parts that seem socially acceptable, every part of you, the part of you that feels the darkest, is precious. The part of you that you reject the most is precious. It's part of you, and you are precious. You are worthy. And there's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with you. What if you believed that? What if you knew that to be true? There's nothing wrong with you. Nothing. So I invite you, every part of you, with my whole heart and soul. And maybe you would even like to take this on for yourself today. Maybe I can practice inviting all parts of myself, no matter how dark they seem, or unpleasant or uncomfortable. The parts that seem unforgivable, the parts that seem unworthy. What if I was able to at least consider welcoming accepting every precious part. And I'll just say one more thing on this. Sometimes when I'm working with clients and working with myself, I think about emotions in this same way. Now, it's not necessarily how I really think about emotions, but for the sake of experience and creating greater compassion, sometimes I think of emotions as part of us. Now, for those of you who have been with me for a while, you know that one of the main teachings I have is that, or that I share from my teachers, is that we are not our emotions. Emotions are not who we are, they are an experience. But for the sake of what I'm about to say, we're just kind of taking a little bit of a different perspective. That when fear arises, it is part of us, it is part of me that's feeling afraid. So when I reject that fear or try to distract myself from it, it's like I'm rejecting that part of me. So how can I welcome that fear? Or if I just feel really uncomfortable or off, that's part of me. How do I welcome that off, uncomfortable feeling? Or if there's just a darkness that I feel inside, that darkness is part of me saying, please, I need you. I need you. I don't know what to do. I'm in so much pain. So that is not for me to reject and judge and beat myself up. That is for me to practice welcoming, accepting, being compassionate, being kind. So if you wish, take that on. When uncomfortable or unpleasant emotions are there, rather than saying, oh, this is bad, I don't want to feel this way, this isn't good, I don't like this. What if you said, this is part of me that is asking for my loving attention? Okay, now we'll move on. Hi, Andrea. Is it Andrea or Andrea? Hmm? Hi, Liz. Welcome. Oh, yes, Lindsay. So again, we're going to start with Bastrika Pranayama. I already went over the contraindications. Please do not engage in this practice if those apply to you, or if there's any reason that you choose not to do it today. And again, the alternative is just to breathe slowly and deeply. And make sure those exhalations are nice and long. Yes, that helps to activate the relaxation response. If you are engaging in Bastrika, let's go over that together. We can place a hand on the belly here. I'm kind of on the high part so you can see my hand, but place a hand on your belly. We're going to take a half breath in. And again, this is only for those of you choosing to. We take a half breath in, and then we exhale forcefully through the nose. So we inhale and exhale through the nose both ways. Now, if your sinuses are very clogged, or for some reason you just feel you can't do this through the nose, you're welcome to try this through the teeth. So you just gently touch the teeth, open your lips, kind of make a smile, and we'll do the same inhale and forceful exhalation through the teeth if you're not able to through the nose. So we sit tall, relax the shoulders down, take a breath in about halfway. So not a full deep breath, but just half. And then exhale forcefully through the nose or through the teeth. And when you exhale, you'll feel that your hand and your abdomen draw inward. The navel draws toward the spine. If you've just eaten, I also invite you to just breathe in slowly and deeply. It's ideal to practice most all pranayama techniques on an empty stomach because your body's trying to digest. Yes. So we'll take a half breath in, exhale forcefully. Inhale. And what you'll find, other than maybe needing a tissue, is the inhalation will start to happen naturally on its own. Yes. So that's the breathing part. And then to add the arms for Bastrika, we inhale, reach the arms all the way up. And then as you exhale, you're going to cover your thumbs gently with your fingers. So not too tightly, but just cover and bring the arms down to make contact with the sides of the body. We have all of these different energetic channels running throughout the body called nadis, or Chinese medicine, we call them meridians. And they're different with the different bodies of knowledge. But anyway, we won't go into that. Yes. So we inhale that half breath and then exhale. Arms by the sides, thumbs are covered. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Great. So this is what we do. And we're going to do quite a few rounds of this. Inhale, exhale. And again, just focus on the breathing if for any reason you're choosing not to do this. Mm. Oh, great, Brad. Welcome. Yeah, we're just kind of getting into things. So you're good. You're good. You know me. I love to talk. So I don't know that I always love to talk. I actually really love my silence days or half days. But when we get together, there's so many things I want to share with you. Okay. Um, yeah, Gary. Gary shared, if I could lovingly accept my bad times, I would be the happiest guy. You and everyone else, my love. That is it. That's one of the greatest pathways to freedom in this life is the practice of acceptance. Absolutely. Yep. Peter Brook, arms up, inhale, arms down, exhale. Inhale, exhale. And we're making contact with the sides of the body here. So we're activating those nadis. Inhale, exhale. Now, please go at a pace that works best for you. Now, you might find that you start to do stuff like this. This breath is really focused on the abdomen. So if you find that your shoulders are moving, relax the breath and just start over. Half breath in, exhale forcefully. And just see if you can focus on that feeling happening in the belly. Of course. All right. So we move through Bastrika. I'll share how many rounds we'll do for that. And then we're going to move into some stillness and I'll guide us through the rest. Nice and nice and easy. Yes. Okay. Ready? Any questions about the breathing technique or for anyone who's choosing not to do Bastrika? Yes, Liz. And for anyone who missed the contraindications, just a repeat. Please do not engage in this forceful breathing. If one, you have just eaten, two, you have a heart condition, high blood pressure, epilepsy, ulcers, anything major like surgeries happening in the abdominal area, and you probably know all that already if you've had surgery, menstruation, or pregnancy. All right, I don't see any questions, so we're just going to get going. Ooh, is that? Oh, that's a nice little logo there. Beautiful. All right. If you're in a chair, I invite you to have your feet flat on the floor. If you're seated, be seated how it's comfortable. Let's sit nice and tall. And if you wish, you can also roll the tongue up to gently touch the roof of the mouth just behind the front teeth, the upper teeth. And this helps the jaw to relax also. With the hands, you may wish to take Chin Mudra by gently covering the index finger with the thumbs and the palms face upward. Shoulders are relaxed. I haven't shared this in a while, but one reason we take this mudra is because the index finger represents the ego finger, this experience of separation. Yes, you, me. Yes. So, and the thumb represents this divine consciousness or unity consciousness that we are. So when we're just gently covering the index finger with the thumb, you might think about it as bringing that unity consciousness into that limited consciousness of individuation, or maybe you think about it as bringing everything into wholeness and oneness. There are different ways we might interpret that. And again, you may wish to keep your hand on your abdomen to really sense that as you exhale, the navel is drawing toward the spine, and that breath is really happening. Yes. All right. So we're going to officially move into the meditation now. If you wish, you can keep your eyes open for the breathing part, and then you may wish to close them for the rest of the experience. Take whichever hand position you wish. Roll one shoulder up, back, and down, and then the other shoulder up, back, and down. And then if you're engaging the full arms in Bastrika, you can release Chin Mudra and you can engage the way that I showed before. Otherwise, you're welcome to just keep Chin Mudra. We're going to move into 3 rounds of 10. So we'll do 10, 10, 10, and then we'll pause, and then I'll guide us again. Hi, Angela. So again, you may wish to have the eyes closed if you are familiar with this technique. Otherwise, you may wish to keep them open. And we'll begin with the breathing. Chin is slightly tucked, back of the neck is long, so the energy can flow freely up and down the spine. Inhale, half breath in, reach the arms up. Exhale, cover the thumbs, bring the arms down by the sides. Go at a pace that feels okay for you. Forceful exhalation. Just a few more. Relax the arms, be very still. Breathe naturally. Close the eyes. You may notice tingling, heat or coolness, a sense of stirring. Great. We'll move into our breathing again. Inhale, fill the lungs only halfway as you reach up, and exhale forcefully through the nose. Really strong exhalation. Bring some energy, some vitality into your breathing. This is where we start to wake up out of those old pathways in the brain of lethargy and anything that doesn't really feel like it's helping us to access aliveness. Autopilot, depression. Use your breath. Start to use your body as a way to wake up. Continue. A little faster. Relax the arms, relax the breath. Be very still. Breathe naturally. Go beyond the surface sensations to feel what's happening deep within you. We'll move into this breathing one more time. Sit tall, chin is slightly tucked. Reach the arms up, inhale halfway, exhale forcefully through the nose. Relax the face. Forceful exhalation. Feel this aliveness waking up inside. This is a fantastic breath for also releasing agitation, anger, bringing up that blocked emotion that is just needed to move. Use your breath. A little faster. And now for these last few moments, give it all you've got. Full energy. Use your breath. Use your body. Go for it. Relax the arms, relax the breath, be still, relax the whole body. Feel what's happening inside. Is there vibration, expansion, movement? And now place your palms over your heart, your beautiful heart. Feel the beating of your heart. This heart is such a gift. It just keeps giving and giving and giving every moment of our lives and asks nothing in return. Offer gratitude to your amazing heart. And I invite you to think of a time from your life that you feel truly grateful for, a time or a memory that is just filled with uplifting feelings, joy, peace, playfulness, gratitude. And remember this time in detail, feeling your heart softening. Feel a smile curling on your face, your lips. And think of something else or someone else that you feel truly grateful for. That when you think of this time in your life or you think of this person, you just feel lit up inside or warmer or just maybe a little more awakened to the preciousness of life. Really bring the details of this experience to mind. Feel what it's like to be with this person or feel how good it was to have this experience in your past. Maybe even feel your heart expanding in this gratitude. And one more experience that you can feel truly grateful for. A time in your life that when you think of it, you just get woken up out of this slumber of things not feeling good. Remember a time when maybe there was something beautiful. Maybe you went on an adventure. Maybe you felt deeply loved or just fully in joy and free. Remember a time that just fills you up, opens your heart. Smile to yourself. Allow this gratitude to flow from your heart. Now relax your hands. Keep your awareness on your heart center. Imagine or feel this beautiful warmth of light in your heart. And that this light starts to grow like a tree moving up from your heart, this beautiful light moving up through your head, up through the ceiling, into the clouds, into the cosmos, this light from your heart. And far above your head in the cosmos, there is a light brighter than 10,000 suns, this exquisite light, this presence that is you, this presence of being, of light, that is the embodiment of everything you want and need in this life. It is already within you. Joy, peace, pleasure, confidence, power, forgiveness, kindness, compassion, All of this is in this presence. Start to imagine or feel this light of the presence that you are pouring back down through the clouds, all the way into your head, into your heart, filling your whole body. Just imagine that anything and everything you're needing right now is pouring into you. Maybe you see this light as golden or crystalline or pink or green. See this light permeating every fiber of your being, giving you exactly what you are needing, filling you up, expanding even beyond your physical body. And now share this light, this magnificence that you are. Consciously send this light out to those you love, your friends and family. Imagine that this light is moving from your heart, touching their lives, their hearts, your coworkers, your neighbors. This light that is the abundance of all good things spreads out into your entire town or city, fills your entire state or province, your entire country or island, until this magnificent light engulfs the entire planet in this radiance that you are, this abundance of all good things. Bring your awareness back to your heart, back to your body, this gift of life. And we'll spend the next few moments activating, creating future memories. We are infinitely powerful beings, and we create every moment of every day through our thoughts, emotions, and behaviors. So let us create future memories of that which we are really wanting. I invite you to think of something that you really want in your life. And then start to imagine it like it's already happening right now, not someday, not after you have more skills or education or more money, but right now. Imagine that which you are wanting. If it's a beautiful relationship, imagine yourself totally in joy and peace, loving being with this person. If it is a new career, imagine yourself thriving, joyful, energized, passionate in this career. Take these next few moments to just think of this one thing you want as if it is already happening. Use your imagination. Get specific. Who is there? What are you doing? And how good do you feel? And now think of something else in your life that you want, an experience, something new, something different, and think about it as if it is already your life, as if when you open your eyes, it is already happening. Think about it in detail and enjoy it. Let this feel really good. You're activating the power of your imagination and also rewiring the brain. Enjoy this. See it as if it is already so. And now, one final future memory. Think of something you wish to have, you want, you're ready for. Maybe you don't know how it's going to happen. Don't worry about that for now. Focus on it as if it is already the truth of your reality and enjoy playing with the details in your imagination. See it, feel it, know it, bring it to life, and enjoy the feeling. Beautiful. Place your hands on your heart if you can and offer yourself gratitude. Wherever you are, however this was for you, easy or challenging, just be grateful to you for showing up today, for choosing yourself. And maybe you can even feel this overflowing gratitude for the possibility of what is to come. Let's take a deep breath together. Move your body slowly, mindfully. Open your chest, your shoulders. Move your spine. Open and close your mouth. Relax the jaw. And when you're ready, open the eyes. Hmm. How was that? Where are you at in yourself right now? What has shifted? Hmm. Gary's asking a great question. It says, do you ever get or ever had days when you just can't feel and break through the meditation? That's the kind of day I was having before this. Well, first of all, Gary, I'm curious. You said that's the kind of day I was having before this. Does that mean that something shifted, or does that mean that even during the meditation you just were in that place? To answer your question, absolutely. Many, 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 many days like this. Absolutely. And, those are days to be kind with ourselves. I've shared, let's see, where's my little book? I don't know where it is. I've shared this teaching that Saima shares about the cycles that we go through as human beings. You might imagine like a two-dimensional pie, or like a bicycle with all the spokes. So you kind of like see these little pie pieces, like you get what I'm saying, like little sections, right? And let's say that one section is joy and the next section is depression and the next section is whatever, disappointment. This wheel kind of turns. And so we kind of go through these different cycles of experience within us. And for many of us, we have this deeper experience of always wanting to feel good. And then we have the conditioning around us telling us that we should always feel good. But it's not the case. So the more that we can meet ourselves with compassion and acceptance, and I know many of you are familiar with some of the meditations I lead or that I have recorded that are really about meeting ourselves where we are. They're not about trying to be happy or feel motivated or anything like that. It's about just holding the parts of ourselves that are in the funk or the darkness or the pain. So Gary, thanks for sharing that, because I know so many people can relate, and it can be disheartening to come to a meditation like this and feel like you can't break through, or just feel like, oh man, I'm just so not into this today. It can feel disheartening. So, but it's normal. It's normal. And we all feel it at times. So thank you for bringing that up. All right. I'm going to come back through the comments. So I see some people sharing how it was for them. Awesome. Look, coming back. Lovely. My headache's gone. Fantastic. Relaxing. I feel so happy letting go of limitations or any judgment I place on myself. Oh, that's it. Oh, it's such a good feeling. Thanks for sharing that with us. Uh, yes, yes, Liz. This is fantastic for the mornings. Fantastic. Fantastic for always, but mornings especially. Thank you for that kind message, Liz. Um, Gary is sharing, not so stuck now. Yes, this was nice. I think that's a good description. Okay, great. 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 Oh, wonderful, Angela. I'm glad. I'm glad. Oh, I'm so glad, Brad. Thank you. Thank you, friends. Yeah, we go through funks. Just a few days ago, I think there was something happening, something out there in the ethers, but there really was some kind of astrological thing happening. And I'm pretty sensitive to all that stuff, as we all are, even if we don't know it. If you don't believe in any of it, it's okay. It's science based, by the way. Anyway, all of that aside, I was so rough. Like Friday through like yesterday, I was just going through it. Ugh. I was not a pretty version of myself. And my precious papa is visiting. And I just felt like such an a-hole. I was like, oh, Selena, please just be. And I probably wasn't like even being anything bad, and not bad, I probably wasn't being that awful, but I had this, was holding this kind of image and need to like have things be perfect for my dad. So me feeling funky inside, went against that expectation I had of myself. And as my wonderful pops, who again is leading this fantastic session tomorrow with me, me with him, he has this great quote. Many of you know the quote that says, "The road to hell is paved with good intentions." And he changed it years ago. He created his own little spin, and he said, "The road to hell is paved with expectations." Yes, and of course there are times for healthy expectations, but quite often what causes us to have great disappointment and suffering and frustration are the expectations we have of ourselves and others. And if you didn't hear already, we are leading a session tomorrow happening at 3 p.m. Eastern. It's on his profile page. His name is here, so you can go give him a follow and join us tomorrow. Let's see. Agni has a question. Do you have any link to the scientific evidence supporting your claim? Which claim, Agni? Which claim? Happy to see if actually I can't. You're always welcome to DM me. We have an agreement with Insight Timer not to share links, but Agni, I'm very happy to see if I can answer your question, and you're very welcome to DM me. And if I have any links, then I will happily share them with you. Um, all right. Wonderful sunshine. Okay, Jason, thank you for being here and for everything that you are and everything you share with our community. Jason, is one of our admins in our groups and just gives so much. And I'm so grateful for everything you share with us. Thank you. Thank you. And I'm so grateful for everything everyone shares in our group. It's wonderful. Uh, Forgive me, Agni. I was saying that astrology is rooted in more of a science, not saying necessarily how it affects us. But that's something no, I'm curious about. I'm curious if there are any um, peer-reviewed studies that have looked at this. My dad is all about the peer-reviewed studies. So I've got this super esoteric side, and then this side that has been very conditioned by my wonderful papa and his desire for very practical, tangible information. So, DM me. Let's see if we can find something. I'd be curious. Much of yoga is based in sciences, though, but I'm not saying that's what astrology is. I mean, how it impacts us. Yeah, for sure. Siska shares, I found so much peace doing this meditation down by the lake with the birds singing and the crickets chirping and the breeze blowing and the warm sun. Oh, that's so beautiful. Making pretty colors to my closed eyes. Beautiful. Beautiful, Siska. Enjoy that beautiful weather and magic of life. Thank you, Kathy. Eleanor is asking if I can share a little bit more about Tony. Yeah, I won't go too deeply into this, but I was just sharing Tony's. I really have such a deep love and appreciation for Tony's work in the world. Have you ever noticed, my friends, that actually, I don't know if I want to go into this because it's a very charged conversation for many, and it's about time to wrap up. And I'm just going to say it. The more somebody is in the public eye, the more discrimination they receive. I mean, think about it. Think about social media. You have like a picture of a celebrity. By the way, for anyone who's forgotten, a celebrity is a human being just like you and me who makes mistakes and who's learning and who's growing. And they're just like us and we're just like them. They just happen to have done something in their life that made them more noticed by the public. Yes. And people will go on someone's social media page or, whatever it is, and they'll be sending death threats because somebody made some minimal mistake. I mean, this is horrendous. And it just shows the human addiction to drama and suffering and the perpetuation of separation because we're not separate. That's the perpetuation of the ego consciousness. So each of us are all doing our best, making mistakes, learning. No one is perfect. But if you put someone in the public eye where they are more on display, everyone comes with all of their judgments. And let's be clear. I love this quote by Wayne Dyer. He said, someone's something like, when someone judges me, it has less to do about me or nothing to do with me and more about their desire to judge. When someone is judging me, it's not about me, it's about their desire to judge. And so that's what many of us do. We just take all of our inner world of conflict and we go and start judging the outside the way that we judge ourselves. And so if you look at any public figure, whether it's a celebrity or a teacher or a guru, there's so much shade thrown, so much shade. And I'm not saying that there isn't, rightful cause for some of, I won't say there's ever rightful cause for judgment and shade, but I'm not saying that everyone's perfect, right? We make lots of mistakes, every single one of us. But the more someone is in the public eye, the more there is a mass consciousness of judgment and discrimination and taking our inner world of conflict and projecting it out. So I'm saying all of that because some people just think about Tony Robbins and they're like, oh, he's a celebrity coach. Bleh. He's one of the most spiritual, beautiful souls I have ever come across. And if you're unfamiliar with his work, so much of his work is rooted in seva, selfless service. He feeds millions of people a year, millions and millions. He gives away so much free content so that people can find ways to serve themselves and uplift themselves and heal themselves. He doesn't ask anything of it. And his all of his teachings are so rooted in heart. I remember the first course that I took with him. I was just pleasantly surprised and touched, one, by how deeply spiritual the event actually was. I was thinking it was just going to be more cerebral, intellectual. I'm going to come in, do my brain work that I love so much. It was deeply touching in so many ways. And remember, my friends, my sweet, sweet, sweet friends, my sweet soul, you are my soul. Let us remember that no matter how much you judge someone for being superficial or bad or wrong or whatever judgment you throw their way, they are presence, they are soul having an experience of being human just like you. And when you judge, no matter how righteous the judging seems, when you judge, you are the one who suffers. When you judge, you are the one who lives in contraction. When you judge, you are the one who holds on to the pain of your judgments. I know some of you are like, oh, I don't like this. It's not true. I'm judging and it's good. Hey, I'm not here to tell you not to judge. We all judge. But I do wish to invite awareness that when you think you're judging someone righteously, you are the one who's hurting. You are the one who's carrying that weight within you. And this isn't to say that discernment is not of great value and importance. Discernment, choice, knowing where to place our energy, knowing who to spend our time with, knowing how much of ourselves to give and how much to take care of ourselves when we need to not be giving. Discernment is the key. However, judgment is a very different energy, and judgment is the perpetuation of the illusion of separation. And the illusion of separation is what allows us to have all of these glorious, beautiful, and painful human experiences, but it's also what perpetuates the suffering. So, whether it's me or Tony Robbins or someone else that you're judging in the world, I invite you to ask yourself, how am I judging myself? What is the cost of carrying this judgment in my mind and heart? What is the cost I pay? How is this judgment serving me? Is there a way for me to be discerning of my health and my needs without judging? And judging is very hardwired into us. So it's not like it's just going to go away just because we see it. But we can start with kind self inquiry. Kind self inquiry. Eleanor is saying, I simply missed which Tony we were referring to. All happens as it's needed. That was a deep teaching. So you probably, I don't know if anyone typed it in the chat, but it was Tony Robbins that I was speaking to. Okay, I'm going to come back because I missed some of your comments. Yes, Liz, we are all no better than each other. That means the people that you judge the most, that you think you're better than. Ooh, what does that mean? Yes, Brad, the power of words, the power of thought. Beautiful, Angela. Angela shared, yes, I taught my daughter that they're just like us. Let's see, the comment disappeared. When I introduced her to a celebrity we know. Yeah. And that also kind of takes some of the pressure off of those other humans, right? Because you can, I mean, imagine someone who's in the spotlight, they probably, not everyone, because we all have our stuff, right? But it probably feels pretty difficult. There's probably a lot of feeling of having to be perfect or show up a certain way, right? If people always have their judging eyes on you, that would bring out my own, you know, that person's own need, or for example, my own need to have to look a certain way or act a certain way or be received a certain way. Now fortunately, some people don't have such big patterns around really needing to be approved of, so it may not show up the same way for everyone. But yeah, let's have compassion. We're all just human beings. Andrea, my dad's name is Jonas Magrum. I'll pop it in the chat again. And you can find his profile here on the app and come join us tomorrow if you're available. Uh, ha. All right. Oh, thanks, Peter Brook, for typing that in there. Okay, I'm just going through your comments. Oh, I'm so glad, Angela. My heart is warmed being together too. And even though I don't get to see your face, with each of you, I don't get to see your faces, but I feel you. I feel us together. I recognize your little bobbing profile pictures. Yes. Um, hmm. Yeah, Jessica, a lot of us judge. And I mean, we all judge. I mean, the only ones I know who don't judge are those who have come into some awakened state, enlightenment state, because there are different levels to awakening. Um, compassion, compassion, compassion. If you're looking for freedom from judgment, if you're judging others for judging, that's the best. Judging ourselves for judging. Oy, oy. Compassion, compassion, compassion. Can you practice accepting yourself just as you are? Can you practice accepting another as they are in their faults? Compassion, compassion, compassion. Compassion is healing the planet, and it starts with each of us, one by one. Mm, wonderful sunshine. Andrea, when you say you've always felt sad for them as they have to give up their freedom, um, oh, are you speaking about probably celebrities? That it's a huge price to pay being a celebrity. It could also go for when we're judging, right? We give up our freedom when we judge. One of my favorite quotes by Byron Katie, who is a just phenomenal presence and teacher. If you're not familiar with her work, one of her favorite uh, teachings of my favorite teachings of hers is she said something to the effect of, I realized that I could be right or I could be free. Just soak that in, my friends. For anyone who are in the I'm right club, I realized that I could be right or I could be free. The way that we hold on to that need to be right robs us of our freedom, contracts us. It brings us further apart, further away from the people we want to feel close with. I could be right or I could be free. Peter Brook is asking a great question. What is the difference between judging and discernment? What a great question. I'll share it from my perspective, right? Because that's all I can really do. See my little crystal again? For me, first of all, judgment comes from a place of contraction. Actually, this might be the simplest way to describe it without going into some long explanation. Some of you have heard this teaching that Saima, my beloved teacher, has been teaching for decades, and it's that everything in creation is either in this energy of expansion or contraction, or we might think of it as everything that we experience, think, see, feel, all of it, not see, but our internal experience. In every moment, we are either in a space of expansion or love, or we're moving into contraction or fear, or we're in contraction or fear. Everything is kind of one or the other. And when I tap into the energy of judgment, judgment is most definitely contraction. Judgment is rooted in fear. Think about that. We don't always see it because we feel very righteous often when we're judging. But judgment is rooted in fear, fear of loss, fear of separation, fear of not being good enough, fear of not being wanted, on and on. So for me, judgment comes from contraction, but discernment is this open space. It may not necessarily be some well, it could be an energy of expansion. I've never really thought about it that much, but it's more of an open place. It's like judgment is this fearful root of needing to go like this, and discernment is awareness. It is clarity. It is consciously choosing, this is for me, this is not for me. This is my choice, this is not my choice. This uplifts me, this does not uplift me. Can you see the difference? Judgment is, this is bad and this is good. I'm right, you're wrong, right? It's this contracted energy. Discernment is conscious, clarity, awareness. It's not coming from a place of this, it's coming from a place of presence. How does that feel? Does that resonate for you, Peter Brook? Okay, great. I'm glad I didn't do one of my long spiels. Kept it more simple so it could be a concise understanding. Awesome. All right, my loves. Anything else you wish to share? For once, I don't have something booked right after us. I have a little spaciousness. If there are any other last thoughts. Oh, and before that, the next sessions that I have on the schedule, I'm really looking forward to. Here, let me just pull this up here. So we're going to continue for now, meeting at this time on Wednesdays, this time on Wednesday for me. I'm not sure what time it is for you. It's 6 p.m. Eastern on Wednesdays. And then we'll be having our yoga asana session Fridays at 3 p.m. Eastern still. And for the next at least few weeks, we're going to come together in satsang. For anyone who's unfamiliar with this term, it's a Sanskrit word, and it essentially means a gathering of truth. And sometimes satsangs are considered a time where people come together and meditate, or maybe where people just come and sit together and speak about things of higher consciousness, meaning coming together in a group of people and rather than talking about gossip and drama, talking about our inner journey, our evolution, our elevation, the places inside that feel dark and need support, this kind of beautiful gathering of this wholeness that we are. So we're going to be gathering for these little satsang sessions where we'll practice some meditation, some conscious breathing, and I'll switch it up a little bit here and there. Maybe we'll chant sometimes. Maybe we'll just sit together and speak like this. Yes, just coming together, sharing different experiences or ask questions. So we're going to be satsanging together for the next few weeks on Wednesdays, or again at this time slot. So the 6 p.m. Eastern time slot on Wednesdays. I'm really looking forward to sharing that kind of space. It's basically what we already do, but we're just going to leave the container a little more open, and a little more open if we have more discussions that come up. Oh, thanks, Mo. I'm so grateful when we all get to be together. So grateful. Andrea, maybe my text isn't going through. I'll write it in here again. His name is here. Yay, part of my tribe, our tribe. Oh, yes, I love that. We do, right? We do have our beautiful, beautiful community, this family that we're creating. And even if this is your first time here, if you feel resonant in this space that we create together, you are part of the family, baby. So again, I shared my dad's name. Andrea, can you see it there? Jonas Magram. You can find his profile here on the app. Tomorrow's session is at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Oh, beautiful, Michelle. Oh, I love it. I'm so glad. Oh, yes. Okay, wonderful. Oh, I just love you so. I love you. And of course, you can always go to my profile page. On my profile page, I have a link to where we can stay more connected, and you can, just stay up to date with where I'm at in the world. Yes, Siska. Ready, Siska? Bring it in. Bring it in. Bring it in. Oh, yes, a big warm hug. Oh, right there, my love. Ah, wonderful, Judy. Me as well. Thank you for being here and being part of our family. Isn't that sweet? Our family. And as a reminder, we have a group. Love heals all. Love heals all. Yeah, isn't that beautiful? There's just no space in the presence of love. No space. It's all right here. We're all here together. Feel that if you want. Close your eyes for a moment and just feel this beautiful presence of all of us together. We are not so far apart. We are not so separate. And even though we are all over the planet, literally, we are right here together in satsang, in community, in this sphere, this grid of love that we share together. And you can tap into this grid. This is an energetic grid that is here for you anytime, all the time. Just tap into it, feel it. When you need a hug, when you need a reminder to be less judgmental, when you need some support, being kind with yourself, just energetically tap into this grid of love and light and presence and compassion that we create together. It is always here. Thank you, Liz. Enjoy, my friends. I love you. I love you with all that I am. I am love, and you are love. And we are in this oneness of love together. I look forward to being together tomorrow or next week. Enjoy.